Hey guys, welcome back to my space, or welcome if you are new. My name is Gerel Matta. Today we're going to be doing a tutorial on this look right here, and I'm using the new Urban Decay Born to Run palette. I am really excited about this palette and the looks that I can come up with. This is my first look. To tell you the truth, it really started really rough in the beginning, and I was a little bit concerned about the palette, but I do like the end result, but you will see in a little bit. So yeah, just remember that this is my first look with this palette. I will be creating 2 more looks, so don't forget to just click on the little bell so you can get notified whenever I upload a new video, which is every single week. And if you are interested in seeing more looks with this palette, you definitely want to do that. So before jumping into the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. And yeah, without further ado, let's get on to the video. Alright, so we're going to start. First, I'm going to be spraying this Mario Badescu skincare all over my face. I just finished washing my face. Okay, next I'm going to be adding this Tatcha Balance Pore Perfecting Water Gel. So for my lips, I'm using this Brazilian Kiss lip butter. So for eyes, we're going to be using the new Urban Decay Born to Run palette. So just in case you haven't seen it, this is what it looks like, and this is going to be my first look using this palette, which I'm super excited. I did actually look at the palette a little bit earlier today just so I can see what I can come up with. So I do have a look specific in mind, so hopefully we can bring it to life, and that's what we're going to be doing today. The first thing that I want to do is prime my eyes. So I'm going to be using this NARS concealer, and this is in the Soft Matte Complete Concealer in Ginger. I will link all the products that I use down below just in case you are interested. I'm going to be priming my eyes using the E60 by Sigma. So I'm just grabbing a little bit on the brush, and I'm just going to place it on my eye. So just in case you are actually new to my channel or new to makeup, this is something that I do all the time, and this is called priming. That means that you are pretty much just creating a blank canvas on your eye. So whatever color you actually add to your eyelid right now after you placing this one is going to pop, and it's going to make it stand out even more, and is going to look more vibrant, which is something that you definitely want whenever you are placing any eyeshadow. So that is what I'm doing. So I just put it pretty much all over my eyelid, so if you can see the difference from one eye to the other. And of course we're going to do the same thing on the other eye. So I'm going to start with the Weekender. So what I'm going to do with this shade, I'm going to grab it in a Morphe M513. Now this brush is not so big and it's not too small. I kind of want to do like a cat eye. So we're going to place this shade right on the crease. So like I said, I want to create a cat eye, so I'm just going to bring this color really out in the corner and then bring it into my crease, and I'm going to go in halfway only. I'm not going to bring it all the way in. So I'll brush it in a little closer just so you can see what I'm doing. So it's like I'm already like tracing exactly what I'm going to be doing, and I'm using this shade to help me outline the shape. I'm taking Reef right here with the same brush, and we're going to do the exact same thing. So we're just placing this color right on top of the one that we were using before, and I'm just lightly adding this color. Like I'm barely touching my lid. I'm just letting the brush pretty much do the whole entire work for me. So I'm going to go into Still Shot right here. And I'm grabbing a Sigma E25 brush. I'm just packing it. And I'm going to place that on the outer corner. So you want to tilt your head just a little bit so you can place the color right on your crease. Remember that cat eye. Okay, with a small synthetic brush, I'm going to go into Hell right here. And what I'm gonna do is just put it on the tip of the brush. And I'm going to pretend to be creating a wing. Just like that. So we're just going to build on that color. So we're going to go back to still shot and we're just going to help it blend. Okay, with an even smaller brush, I'm going to go into Wild Heart and we're going to do the same thing. Okay, I'm trying to add Guilt Trip right here just to see if it actually has a little bit more pigment. I am not getting what I want from the palette. It's not pigmented enough and I am going nuts. The shades that I am really having a hard time with getting some pigment is Hellride, Wild Heart, and Guilt Trip. And those are the purple shades in this palette, and I am just not happy the way that it actually comes out. I don't know if you can see it. It just does not, like, where's the pigment? So maybe I'm using the ones that are not good from the palette, because I know from what I hear all the time is that purples are not really easy to make. So like purple shades are really not easy to make. They really are really hard to make. But this Urban Decay. Alright, so I'm going to use a different brush just to see. I'm going to go into Wild Heart because that one is not matte. It actually has a little sheen to it, and I'm just going to be using a different brush. This is the MAC 239 brush, and I'm going to see if it actually packs in a little bit more of the color. Yeah. Okay, so I actually had to wet the brush just so I can get a little bit more pigment. So I'm just building up on that color right now. So going back with the 239 brush, I'm just going to blend the edges of this wing. Just gonna smoke it out a little bit. And I'm using Hell Right to do that. Alright, now going back to still shot, I'm just going to further blend this. Alright, with Jet, I'm going to grab it in a really small detail brush, and I'm going to really create a wing with this one. So with the black, I'm just creating a wing liner, and it's okay if it looks messy because we're going to clean it up on the bottom. Alright, so now using a little wipe, I'm just going to clean it up. So this is what we have so far, and using still shot, I'm just going to run that by these two colors one more time before I place the next shade. Now using another smaller brush, I'm going to go into Stranded right here. And I'm going to use this shade. I'm going to place it right where we did not place any color. and just drag it inside. And just trying to blend with the other shades. Make sure everything is nice and blended. So now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to do my brows and my foundation, and we'll be right back to do the lower lashes. So I know it was a really rough beginning, but this is what we are right now. So everything comes actually together, because when you're doing your eyeshadows on the top and you see so much fallout, it actually it looks really messy. But once you actually clean it out, and I love to use a wipe to actually just create that wing. So much easier for me instead of using the tape. And then I just clean it up, and you after put foundation, concealer, and of course your brows, your lashes, everything starts coming together. So I hope that you know, don't give up, just push through, just like I did, because I was about to give up, but I didn't. So I just pushed through, and then the look actually starts coming together. So yeah, sometimes it takes a little bit of work. So I know the purples are a little bit difficult to actually work with, but you know, once you actually get it there, it's good. You definitely have to wet it. So now after all of that, I'm just going to line my lashes, because this one looks okay, but this one right here, I feel like there's a little bit missing right here. So I'm just going to line my tight line. Okay, and just so the lashes actually have something to blend to as well. So now what I'm going to do with this one as well, I'm just going to run it by my lower lashes, but I'm going to keep it more on the outer side. I'm not going to go all the way in. Going to go into Hell Right, and I'm just going to run it really softly to the outer part of my eye. Really close. Now using the Sigma E25 brush, I'm going to go into Still Shot. So this one that we've been using a lot. And I'm going to grab it on the very tip of the brush, and I'm just going to run it on my lower lashes. Alright, I'm going to go into Breakaway. I'm going to use this shade to highlight my inner corner. And I'm just going to run it a little bit on the lower lash, on the inner part. And I'm going to just highlight the highest point of my brow. And I'm just going to blend that. So I'm going to be using this bronzer by Becca, and put some color back into my face. So before I forget, I'm going to coat my lower lashes. So for blush, I'm going to be using this one by L'Oreal, and it's in the shade Fantastical, and it's like a peachy, oops, and it's like a peachy shade. Okay, and for highlighter, I'm going to be using this one by Tarte, and this one is in the shade Sparkler. Okay, for lips, I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Uptight Lip Liner. So for lips, I'm going to be using this lip gloss, and this is from the Lemonade collection by Dominique Cosmetics in the shade Sweet Tea. And I'm going to be setting everything in place with my Marbodesco spray. Okay, so this is the final look. So yeah, that's it for the look. Tell me, what do you think? Wasn't it like a little bit rough in the beginning? It was rough. And I didn't know if I should just give up. I was like this close to like just giving up and throwing the towel and taking everything off and putting my lights away and everything away and just watch Friends. Really, that's exactly what I was thinking in my head. I'm like, I'm not gonna do it. I'm actually happy that I actually pushed through the roughness in the beginning and I did not give up. Some looks are easier than others. Some looks I can create like this, and some looks do take a lot of work, but it's all about practicing and it's all about just playing with your makeup and getting creative. And especially if you have something in mind, don't give up. Just try to make that look come to life, even if you have to erase it and then do it all over again, because that's how you learn from your mistakes. You learn exactly what you need to do. You start figuring things out, and that is how you get better at makeup. So if you are into makeup as much as I am, yeah, don't give up. Just continue practicing and you will get there. So yes, let me know what you think about the look. If you have any questions, leave them down below. So yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and I will see you next time. Bye.